Good morning, everyone. Toulouse has already decided she needs Spanx. We haven't even started yet, and it's already going. How are we doing today? I'm sorry, I'm late. I had to, you know, be a good civilian. No. Um, Hi, Erin. Hi, Botani. How are you doing? In full truth, how are you today? Tired? Yes, a little bit. But the mornings are getting exciting. They're getting exciting. It's pretty dark when I go out for a walk with Winston by now. Um, Speaking of which, he's making trouble, and I love that. First of all, because it's really chilly, and it's um, there's like this mist. I don't know. I just love the way the mornings are right now. Unfortunately, I did have a very sad moment as well. So for the last few days, I don't know how long it's been going on, but for the last few days, I noticed that the pond in the park over here is again. Oh, I forgot to put on screens. Is drying up beyond a point that is sustainable for the fish that are in there. There's they're quite big. I didn't realize how big they were until a few days ago when I noticed that they had swum into the beach, so to say. I don't know what else to call it. And they were just lying there in the sand and twitching every once in a while. And I kind of thought, I don't know anything about fish. Maybe this is because it's darker. They now have habits that I haven't witnessed before, or I just never noticed before. But this morning there was a dead one. So yeah, I feel bad. I should have called yesterday because yesterday I already felt like, should I call? But I'm always the person who calls when there's something with an animal or something in the neighborhood. So I felt a bit stupid. Like, what if I'm wrong, wasting these people's times? So I didn't. But this morning, yeah, even if I hadn't seen the dead one, I would have called because it doesn't look natural. It looks like, whales that get stranded, except it's like fish that are this big. Uh, that's no good. First off, because it seems like they're just dying a very painful and slow death, which is already not okay. So I had to make some calls before stream. Unfortunately, they don't open until like 9, and naturally, I got sent to different agencies before someone was able to actually give me a conclusive, we're going to check it out and we're going to do our best. But yeah, apparently the normal animal protection services don't really bother about fish, which sounds weird to me because even if I don't like fish myself, I'm not a huge fan. I do feel like they should be protected. And it's weird that I got warned that they might not be saved because there's a lot going on with the heat and there's a lot of problems with animals that are not really dealing very well. Um, but I notified them. I'm going to keep an eye on it if I see them come by. Oh my God, Winston, you know, what is happening? So that's why I was late because I've been on the phone for the last about an hour, I'd say, um, trying to get someone to come out here and to get the fish out. The thing is, what are you doing? What is this? Why? Listen, there's nothing there. Get away. Come on. Come on. Go. Go. Um, yeah, you're messing it all up. Why? Why? I mean, I spent I think 40 minutes on hold in total, which is fine. Only one of them had a song playing, which that pisses me off. Don't turn on music that is off key and unnecessary. Uh, and my theory is that they do it on purpose so people lose their patience and hang up. But that's just me. Hi, Barry. How are you doing? It's such a weird moment today. I ran into this pretty girl who says she totally recognizes me from the vegetarian club. How is that a weird moment? It's a great moment. How did it continue? Don't leave us hanging like this. Winston has absolutely no reason to complain because the early mornings, well, the fact that the days are starting later and later means that we are now officially in bat season, or at least for us. In the morning, we have some bats flying over, and he goes. He'd never seen that before, so the last few days, especially the bats, have been very interesting. He jumps so high. I am kind of afraid that he's going to catch one at some point, and I don't know what to do at that. What am I supposed to do? Weird cat. He jumps extremely high. It's unreasonable. Who's losing the patience? I'm not. I have a lot of patience. They can put me on hold for hours if they want. I will just pick up a book. I have to admit, I don't think I've seen her before. Oh, huh? Barry. It's too early. I haven't had enough coffee. Dang it. Bar season? Where are you living in Dracula's cat? Bat season. Well, I mean, there's bats throughout the entire year, I'm assuming. But I just don't always see them because I don't like summer. So, I am not awake when it's time for bats in the evening in summer, preferably. Where's my charger? Um, yeah, no, I do want to get into it just immediately because I'm tired. I have things to do, and not all of them I can do during stream. So let's get to it. I am going to research books. We still have not. Well, we do have one book submission for the holiday books for book club. And the one that is in there is mine. So I think I'm going to do some research on some winter vibe books, holiday books. Maybe already put them in the Excel sheet as well, or just add them to new shelves. I think I'll put in some new shelves on the cherrypies Goodreads so you can look at the lists and maybe get some inspiration for in case you want to submit a holiday specific book. The spooky books is going great. If you have spooky books, let me know. Use cherry points to submit them, and that's going to be fine. I do realize that I have to get on with finding something to put them in because I still don't have anything to put those spooky books submissions. I don't know what to do. I don't have anything that I could use just myself, so I'll have to go find something. But that means I have to go outside. I don't want to go outside. There's a heat wave. Hello, Rose. What time zone are we in? I am in Europe, Amsterdam, Central European summertime. Yes. What about you? Where are you at, Rose? Oh, we're going into a sprint. I'm going to mute myself for the coming 30 minutes, during which I would love it if you join me in doing something productive. If you just woke up and just want to hang and chat, or maybe it's the end of the day for you, don't worry. I would love it if you kept each other company. And that would help me out a lot as well. I'll let you know how it goes if I find any books, and I'll see you in half an hour. Good luck. last minute. All right, how's it going? That was the first sprint. We are going into a power hour after this because I want to. And that leaves 2 more sprints to end the day. I felt like that it was a good setup for the energy level that I currently have. I feel like it's going to go downhill really quickly in about an hour. Why? Uterus. Hi, straight up. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry. That was the first thing you read when you came in. But yeah, Toos is like me. Toos is not really is not. It doesn't really respond well to heat, and full sun is also just not really not done for her. But she's very, she's very stubborn. So this morning, as usual, when the sun is out, I take her away from one of her spots, suggest another spot by the same window, but not in the sun. She doesn't want to hear it, so, you know, I had to let her be. Unfortunately, she doesn't learn. She keeps puking. So that happened. It wasn't too bad. I gave her some water. It's just too hot. I have these mats for them where they can lie on top of, and it's supposed to be cool, but they don't use them, so I don't know what to do. Usually when it gets to be this hot, I actually kind of towel them with a wet towel, so they're a bit moist, and that seems to help them with some of the heat. But it's just not our weather. It's not our weather at all. Hi, Chungus. How are you doing? She is adorable. I know. I have no clue why or what, but you're welcome. Oh yeah. Well, thank you for being here. Over here, I mean, inside this morning when I woke up, it was 28 degrees inside. It was a lovely 19 degrees outside, and that felt like a literal breath of fresh air. So it was lovely. Unfortunately, the fish situation in the pond isn't amazing. So yin and yang, like usual. I hope they'll come by. It's only been a little bit. I keep listening for like voices or just someone showing up, but it could be the rest of the day. You're feeling a bit cold today. Oh no, we're gonna get at least 33 outside the weather. So I ain't going outside. I don't know about you, but I'm not going outside. I'm good. uh, I I'll probably need to. This is such a bad week to have a prolonged episode. I'm not having a good time. So that means I decided to spend one more day with my. Oh, that's a sad one. With books. Hi, Garfield. How are you doing today? I'm looking for some holiday themed books for the book club for December. And I've gotten a few. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4. I mean, that's already more than we had before. um, I don't know about this. I read Beartown. I'm just looking at a list of wintry vibes books that aren't necessarily about Christmas, but just winter vibes. I read Beartown. Has anyone read Beartown? It's from Frederik Bachman, who is also the author of. I think Anxious People. It wasn't that him, or was it Normal People, or is it the same person? I'm not sure. I read Beartown. I love Beartown. I haven't continued with the series because I've heard that it's not really necessary to continue the series, so it's not really up there on my list. The one next to it, or down, I guess, is The Snow Child. I read that last year, I think. Yeah, here it is, The Snow Child. I mean, it's a winter book. It's definitely a winter book, but I don't know. I don't know if I pull it. I will probably read it again. I'm not sure about that one though, because that one was really, really quite sad. Heatwave number 4 in the UK: Christmas chocolates and sweet snow in the UK shops. The heat waves in the UK have been mad as well. Like the first time I went to London, it was in the middle of a heat wave. I was so disappointed. Everyone was so freaked out by it because everyone was like, "Oh, you're coming over when the sun is out. We never have sun." Like, actually, that's the biggest disappointment of the whole trip. I was told I would get rain. No, no, heat wave, horrible, horrible. So there's that. Once there were wolves. Remote wintry Scottish Highland setting. I think I don't need to read anymore. I think I'm going to add this. It's cute you think you have a heat wave. When you have 15 degrees Celsius, let's talk. I mean, the reason we call it a heat wave, let's get specific. The reason we call it a heat wave is because elderly people and young people are starting to get into danger. You know, there's a high chance of elderly people just going down. But to me, being someone who is absolutely not able to deal with heat or long days and sharp sun, anything above 25 is already not okay. I would never. You could not pay me enough money, because I don't like money. You couldn't pay me money to be anywhere further south than I'm already living. You couldn't. So no, full truth. I'm not going to talk about 50 degrees. I refuse. Oh, hold on, because my own suspicions are in the way. Thank you so much for the 3 months, Rose. That's incredible. Yeah, it's 3 months at tier 1. Thank you so much. Welcome, Cupcake. And before I forget, let's also welcome and jelly beans. Oh, I love that. Tired Soith and what did I see? Supranel? Oh no. Can I just call you Sup? Welcome everyone. Nice to see you, another bibliophile. Give me all the recommendations. Give them. Welcome everyone, and thank you for the follows. Sort of back, it'd be not so today. You focus on yourself, Erin. That's the most important thing. I know, I don't know where your house lives, but I know where you live online, so I'll find you. It's okay. Heat stroke is a real threat. Yeah. So, and especially in countries where it's not normal. So I'm kind of assuming that if you're living in a country where 50 degrees is normal, the people are also adjusted to it. So a 30 degree would probably be like quite nice for someone who is living there. But for people over here in the Netherlands and also the UK, I feel like, because the weather, it's really the same, truly. We are not used to that. We are not built for that. We don't have the clothing for that. Everything we wear is synthetic plastic, so it doesn't breathe. The amount of times I see elderly people and I just have to look at their clothing and I know they're gonna be in trouble. It's not good for breathability. So in those environments where you're getting 40 to 50 degrees, you know how to clothe yourself. You know what to do to keep cool. Over here, people don't know. They just don't know how to deal, and they try to continue with their day, and then suddenly they're dead. So this is why we would have to say we call it a heat wave. But aside from that, just because you're used to something as absurd as 50 degrees doesn't mean that the rest of the world is as well. I suffer in this weather. I'm not made for this. There's a reason I want to go to Sweden as far north as I can, because I don't even like 25 degrees. 25 degrees is already like, I don't know, what's the point of even taking a shower. I sweat as much as there's water in the shower. So 15 degrees is my ideal temperature. And I don't need a coat or anything. I love colder weather. Hello 40, how are you today? That's my cold water temperature. See, so your default, your starting level is completely different. So you may not call it a heat wave, but unfortunately on this side of the world, it's most definitely a heat wave when it's about 30 degrees and above. Heat wave is also placed in context of the general climate. Yeah, exactly, in the region. So normally it isn't this hot here, not at all. our houses aren't built in it, and we don't know how to clothe ourselves. We pretty much everyone wears synthetic clothing, not even being aware that synthetic clothing doesn't breathe. So, you know, the C word gingerbread gummy sweets he's currently eating. Who is? Chungus? Anything with the word Christmas in it in stores in early August should be jailable offense. No, I love it, Chungus. It gives me hope. There's hope. Summer is almost over. In our country, 45 degrees is quite natural in some places, including my state. Just then, well, then you're lucky that you're used to this weather, but we are not. We are not. We are quite literally just not used to it. And it would be helpful if you understand that, you know, that not everyone lives in the same circumstances. So, just like it's not helpful to say people have it worse when you're talking about trauma and invalidate their feelings, it's not really useful to say, well, I have 50 degrees, so you know you shouldn't be. Yes, we should, because we're not used to that. So let's hold space for each other's reality and keep each other company in chat. Be nice. I'm going to look for winter books because I despise summer, and just pretend that the heat isn't happening. Good luck, and I'll see you in an hour. Last minute. Perfect. Oh, well then, that went by really fast. How is it going? We're taking a 10-minute break and then we're going to do another sprint. I don't know about you, but I'm on a roll despite everything. Tuesday's a bit off though. Um, she was lying in the sun this morning and she puked, so she's probably just not feeling too great. It's your fault though. I can't have empathy. I took you out of the sun. I told you several times, and you continue to lie there, and now we're here. Same old story, huh? Yeah. Do you like her little bowl? I am looking at. I can't decide. There's a few. There's a few. I think it's going to be a bow, like a regular bowl with a ribbon underneath. I think that would look really cute. But the one she's wearing now is actually part of the set of the bow that Winston is wearing. It came in a 2-pack. And she has the gingham one. I didn't know she liked it. I'm pretty sure the only reason that she likes it is because Winston has one, and she wanted one as well. Because I don't think she ever had any interest in such a thing. But here we are. It's okay though, because that means for Halloween she'll probably not be too offended when I try to dress her up for a little bit, for a few pictures, and maybe for stream in something, which has yet to be decided, even though I have seen quite a few really pretty, overpriced fairy outfits for cats. I love it so much. But that's probably a little bit much. I have found quite a few books for the holiday submission jar. Let's just keep it a jar. I mean, if I don't mind that it's all my suggestions, but it would be great if there are a few others as well, because now it's just books that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like. I am not going to add the Snow Child. Now, that's not to say that there's not any books in there that are a little bit more on the emotional side, because I feel like I found mostly like thrillers and family dramas. The Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna, for example, it sounds very interesting. I have read something by her before though, and it was really intense, but very real. So I'm trying to find a few more that are not as intense. But I don't know. It's bordering a little bit on spooky, I have to say. Except that these books just take place in like snowstorms and stuff. There's one in particular that I don't understand how it wasn't on my TBR yet, called No Exit, which I heard about and I really want to read. I'm so excited. On what day are we going to do the raffle for the spooky books? Let me see. Sunday. The 7th of September is going to be. Oh, I should probably make events. I'll do that in the next sprint. The first Sunday of September, we're doing the raffle for the spooky books. By then, I will have taken everything out of the queue, and I will have a place to put the post-its. Same for the holiday books, but we have a few months yet. It probably doesn't feel ideal, and I want some affection to feel better. Yeah, probably straight up. She is being a bit of a baby, but also I get it. It's hot, and she doesn't know how to cool down. She's just a bit silly. I'll probably give her a little bit of a wet rag in her neck in a bit. But it's her own fault a little bit. She stayed in the sun. I told her not to. Hello, cybernetics. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. How are you doing? JD as well. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I think did I? No, I think that was it. How are we doing? I'm not quite sure how it's going. I'm trying to understand Linux library pathways and structures. I'm trying to figure out how a certain program works, where it is hiding, and how it's implemented. so that I can start a secondary piece of software within that framework. It's a bit confusing. It sounds confusing, chungus. Break it down. Break it down. Make the steps as small as you possibly can. You daredevil, welcome. Hello, RetroH. How are you doing? Welcome to Linux. I switched Burma a month ago. No Windows or anything anymore. Oh, my laptop is dying, I think. I think it's actively giving up. But it could be the heat. It's probably a little bit the heat because it's old. And it just doesn't want to function, which I get. Me neither. So, I'll probably just read for the coming sprint. I think, no, I didn't bring the books. I'm going to give one of the book club books a go because I am technically terribly behind on my reading goal this month, which is okay. I was kind of expecting it with the hot weather and stuff. Oh, here it is. Here they are. And I'm hoping that I'll get some momentum and dare to read a little bit more off stream as well, because it's just a lot. It's just a lot. This one, even though it's a lot as well, it's just easier. I'm just better versed with the classics, and I kind of know what to expect. This is so harsh reality that it's just, you know. But I have to say, there's something happening in this book in Terminal. One character is showing some symptoms that I am now familiar with because of this book, because of how he died. Pretty sure I know what's going to happen to that character, and it's not good. It's not looking good. So that's interesting, I guess. Oh, there's so much book left for this though. I'm on page 358, and there's a little over 500. But the rest of the books that I plan on reading for the month aren't as heavy. I'm scrapping the existential crisis one because I'm not going to be able to deal with that. But evenings and weekends, I should. Not sure yet. It's going to be between the book I was gifted by Evie, Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden, which is one of my favorite authors ever, or evenings and weekends. The reason I want to read evenings and weekends is because Jack Ellert's, one of the biggest booktubers, has started a book club, and that is the first book that he has chosen. So I want to participate. I want to be part of this book club as well. So I think, because I'm afraid that I'm kind of missing it. I don't understand yet what the time frame is for his book club. I couldn't really make sense of it. It's probably because he just started out, and I've been going for over a year, and it's still a mess. But I think I'm going to be afraid that I miss it all. So that's probably going to be the first one. Can I reach it and see how many pages? Oh, sorry. I can indeed. This is not even 400. This small print, very dense. This is not. I haven't prepped it yet, so I can't really show you. This is not quite as intense. Who started a book club? Jack Edwards on YouTube. It's taking longer to learn the syntax than I hoped to, though, but it's not surprising. I'm not 15 anymore. Oh, chungus. We do slow down. It is true. Unfortunately, we do slow. I mean, I almost broke my foot just getting out of bed. I still don't know what happened. I just stepped out of bed and suddenly it felt like it was breaking apart. Don't know. But I'm a bit more careful now by getting out of bed, because that's not what you want. That's not what you want. I have to agree with Du, even though I have absolutely no knowledge of operating systems. I have to say that I like different operating systems for different reasons. Schools like to use Office 365 and Teams. Oh no, not Teams, not Teams. You should be paid extra for Teams. Yeah, I get that, Jungle. It's open source. Yeah, he. I think it's called Inklings. There's a separate Instagram account for it. I started following it as well, but I'm not that active on the actual I mean, I post, but I don't have to go into the app to do that. I found. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe I could look it up, but oh no, there's no time. Maybe by now there is a time frame. But I remember when he made the announcement of Inklings, and I was like, yeah, but when are we reading? when when are we supposed to be done? Maybe it's on Fable. Actually, I am not a fan of Fable because you can only choose one book, and I feel like why? What if I want a book club with 4 books a month? This is silly. But yeah, that's why I'm not on Fable anymore. Never too late to change through or learn. We're trying to switch for 30 years. Oh my gosh, retro. That's motivating because it means you should not give up. Keep going. You'll get there. All right, let's go into a sprint. I'm going to pee. I have to pee. And read How We Die, one of our book club books. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're picking something up as well, I would love that. But if you want to keep each other company in chat, that would actually be ideal as well. Good luck. I've got you. It's only 30 minutes, and I will see you in a bit. Last minute, sort of. I am going to riot though because I have bad news. I have bad news. I'm kind of done. I want to lie down. I'm so tired. Ah, my body is not happy. My mind wants to very badly, but my body is just tired. So I'm afraid I'm going to lie down because I have learned from the past. I know where this is going to go. I'm probably going to get a headache in the coming few days, and to make sure it doesn't get too bad, and I don't have to cancel any streams, I think this is it. Just in time, Dominique. How are you doing? I'm not going like straight away, but I don't think I can do another sprint. Um, yeah, I just don't. There's nothing else I can add to it. I want to lie down. I want to turn off the lights and close the curtains and sit in some darkness. It's not even the heat because the heat is, I am very awkward about it, but I have been standing on the floor with my bare feet, which is helping a lot. But I'm just tired. It's been very bright this week. It's going to be a little bit hotter in the coming days. So get some rest. Yeah. How did it go for you? Hi, yes. Thank you for the hydrate. I hope you're doing okay. Everyone is giving me hydrates today. I love it. Thank you so much. Because I do often forget to drink during stream. This is amazing. What are your plans for the coming days? I will be just working offline. Um, for Patreon, a few things. I have to set something. Thank you for the hydrate. Straight up. It's just so bright. It's very bright. And I think I want to take a little nap. And I'm also, I have to admit, I'm a little bit more upset about the fish situation than I probably let know or what is visible. Um, it triggered some memories, and hearing that it's not really a priority, which I get, but to hear that from the Animal Protection Services was a bit depressing, because he basically tried to warn me that by the time they come around here, it could be too late, which now some time has passed. I feel more and more guilty that I didn't call yesterday. I should have called yesterday. Yesterday I had doubts, but I doubted myself more than anything, and I feel stupid. So I want to process that. But you may not know is my old neighbor also like. I'm gonna say something upsetting, by the way, about animal abuse. My old neighbor was raising fish, and before he left, he decided to kill all his fish in front of the house, and he left them there to rot. And I was the one who found them, and there were a few alive still. He didn't kill all of them. It was horrible, horrible. So I'm kind of, those fish are, and I haven't seen anyone come by yet. Yeah, too much water in the heat is also bad. Drink in moderation. This is true. You can actually drown. I thought you were talking about the fish, but yes, no. This is true. Don't drink too much, but I tend to drink too little water. I'm not good at drinking water. I was raised drinking Coke, not the diet version. So this is why I am heavily addicted to sugar, for one, and also I only learned to drink water when I was in my 20s, I think. Yeah, I agree, Dominique, but no one did anything, and they did come by back then. So it's the same service probably that should be responsible, but they were a lot quicker to respond than they are now. Um, so kind of just want to sit and maybe have a little cry. If I don't see anyone show up, I'll keep you up to date. I'll let you know Sunday if anything happens, because I see. I mean, it's right in front of my house. It's not like I can avoid it. 4 liters of water a day. Yeah, if it's hotter, you should drink a little bit more. I'm going to continue reading because I was here late, but I can imagine you a bit exhausted after 3 hours of streaming. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Devil. Please continue reading. That's good. I will also continue reading, but not with bright lights on my face. And the curtains closed, pretending that it's winter, I guess. I don't know. Let me see. How to lay down after learning from the past by Pele Wisdom. No. You know what? You would probably be very good at writing that. Giving a play-by-play of every minute that we had in the past. Only happy news. But the happy news is that I am better at taking care of myself. I don't like doing this. I feel so uncomfortable. I want to stay. But I know I've done this in the past so many times, like always actually. I will stay and I do have fun. I want to keep talking and keep reading. Because honestly, if I could, I would do longer streams. 4 hours is nothing. I feel like I wish I could do more. Let me put it like that. But in the past, that meant that usually the week following, I had to cancel a stream, if not all. So that it's just not going to help anyone. But do keep reading. And let me know what you're up to on Discord. Just share the links to the books. If you want to look at the holiday books that I've put in so far, I have made a separate shelf already for those books on Goodreads. I think this was the link. So maybe if you take a look over there, not that list, that's the currently reading list, but the holiday specific submission list. Maybe it can give you some inspiration, because I would really, it would be funny if it's just books that I put in there, but also that's really awkward, don't you think? Hi, Laura the Hobbit. You're a lurker. Well, I'm very happy that you're saying hello, but and that you're lurking. I hope you're having a good day. I love your name. Such a good name. I think that's because sugar drinks keep your energy levels up, and the heat in summer just drains your energy, so you crave fizzy drinks. Yeah, yes, because I still don't really crave any sugary drinks anymore, because I stepped away from like sugary drinks. I generally don't have that in my house, because if I do, I won't drink water. But I feel that you do waste a lot of energy just by being in summer. I feel like I fell for drink marketing every year around this time. Anything that looks ice cold and I'm thirsty. Oh yeah, Laura, iced coffee. Come on. Oh no, Dopey, you lurked. Hi. Bye. I am going to read your book next month, just so you know. I would normally get a coffee pot now, but today I'm going for the sparkling water. Yeah, I've had all my coffee, and I'm sad about my tea. But I get my sugar usually through tea. This is why I drink tea even in summer, because that's where I put my sugar. Sugar is bad, people. Butter is good. Sugar bad, butter good. Yeah? If there's a lesson that I want to give you for this week, it's sugar bad, butter good. Pizza better. I don't know, tomorrow or Friday. I don't know yet. They almost got me. I was very sad. I didn't tell you about this. Was it yesterday? No, Monday. We'd been talking about wisdom. We'd been talking about pizza a lot. Was it Monday or Sunday? Monday. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That night, I got a notification that it was 1+1 free pizza, and I was like, yes, this is my time. But it was pickup, and I don't do that. I don't do pickup. It's delivery pizza. Come on, what is this? Canna butter coffee good. Bill Gates bad. Got it. Missed him. I kind of want to try that. I've never had it. Like, it sounds delicious. I might. Oil is not butter. What do you mean? Butter is not oil. Oh no, I shouldn't have started this. Butter is butter. Everything that is not called butter is not butter. Margarine is no butter. Oil is no butter. Butter, just butter. Unsalted, butter. Iced tea? I get the idea of it, but whenever I have it, I'm on, oh, this is gross. Iced tea? You mean iced tea? It depends. I accidentally bought a zero, iced tea zero, and that's not. I don't like that. I don't- you never know what to cook with. It depends on what you're making. Straight up, like any Dutch cuisine, just butter, just butter. Um, Italian, olive oil. If I'm doing a veggie fry dish, what is it called? Stir fry is usually sunflower oil. It depends. Unsalted clarified butter, good. Yes, Blue, you get it. I love butter so much. I have a passion for this subject, so be careful. Butter is fat, and we need animal fats. Yes, this is true too. Yep. There was a whole politics. That's what it comes down to. Politics um, has brainwashed us that butter is bad and that sugar is good. It's not. It's not. Oh, I prefer my tea warm as well though, and with lots of sugar. Butter is definitely better than politics. If we have to choose between butter and politics, butter all the way, every day. I kind of feel like eating something that is very buttery now. What could I make? I don't know. Just a very buttery scrambled egg or something. Oh, popcorn. Oh. Don't have the right sugars. I miss one sugar. If you want to make your own popcorn, I'm gonna give you a trick, right? If you put a little bit of, I use sunflower oil in your butter, it won't burn. So if you're making your own popcorn and using your own mix, I would recommend doing a one-on-one combination of butter and oil. This way it won't burn as easily. You can still mess up. I have no control over how you shake your popcorn. But that is my tip of the day. Oh no, I might have to make popcorn now. The big sugar companies, yes. What even are those? The soda drink companies are definitely part of it. Watch that sugar film. That's all I can say. It changed my life. It ruined my life. And all because I was bored. I was bored, and I thought, let's learn something because, it's better than being bored. Saw the title. I was like, I like sugar. Let's watch this. It wasn't a good experience. I went zero sugar immediately, and I learned that in everything that I ate was sugar added, even in places where I really like what. Yes, I get that it's a preservation ingredient, but there's reason to that. It was unreasonable. Me too, Jungus! And not the cinema popcorn because it's so bad compared to the one that I make myself. Yes, that sugar film. Please know that your life will be ruined straight up because sugar is literally in everything. And the main lesson you're gonna learn is that they took butter out of food because it's too complicated. They took butter out of food, they took fats out of food, and made everything zero and less calories and all that stuff. But to give the same mouthfeel and to give the same satisfaction experience of these foods that were, abused, really, they added sugar. The thing about sugar, though, is if you don't use it immediately, so if you eat, I don't know, a piece of cake and you are sitting down for the rest of the day, not ideal. Your body will turn the sugar into fat. That's just how it works. If you do use your sugar immediately, it will just get processed. But any sugar you consume you don't immediately use will be turned into fats. That's basically what you learn from that movie, and everything sucks because he goes on a diet of healthy foods like zero and smoothies, and it's depressing. So just so you know, your life will be ruined. I will be here to catch you on Sunday, but yeah, watch at your own discretion. Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. Refined sugars is the problem because there's sugar, naturally occurring sugar. Yes, that's healthy, but your body knows what to do with it. Refined sugars, your body doesn't know what to do with it. Oils that are like a mix of 20 different kinds of oils, your body doesn't know what to do with it. So yeah, Bon appetit, Laura. I will. It's not going to be long. What did I see about butter? Butter is best. Non-virgin olive oil is okay for cooking. Extra virgin oil is only for salads or cold dishes. Avocado oil is good for frying, and peanut oil is epic for deep frying. Avoid grain oils. More and more studies are coming out proving grain oils like canola is not good for us at all. I like to use sesame oil to finish off my rice. It smells really nice. I don't use it to cook, but like a little bit for the smell. You should try it. I'm salivating. Actually. um, Butter is fat too. How does that work? How that fat differ from the changed sugar fats? Um, it's such a long story. Watch the movie. Because it gets stored. I think if I remember correctly, the sugars that are not used are your body turns them into fat, and then it's stored. And once it's stored in your body, those fat cells are really hard to get rid of. And I'm not sure about how it is different, as in but the fact is that the sugar that is converted into fats is just not the same. I don't know the specifics of why it's different, but butter is better if it's as close to the source as possible. So butter isn't processed aside from made into butter, but if you have actual butter, there's nothing added to it, and that your body knows how to work with. I always have the image of locks and keys in my head when I think of this. So when you're consuming something that has butter, your body has a key for that specific lock. You have a lock and no, you have a lock for that specific food item, which is butter in this case, and the butter is the key. But if you have, say, an oil that has like granola and sesame and I don't know, I've got everything added in it, you have a key that is, it doesn't fit. Your body doesn't have a keyhole that has all those things. So that's why sunflower oil, for example, is a key that you can use. It's not ideal, but you have the right key, the right keyhole. But the more something has been changed, the less likely it is that your body knows how to deal with it, and it just does weird things like stocking up. Because we also aren't used to the amount of food that we have. Our bodies it's going to take hundreds of years until we're used to the amount of sugar that we're consuming. It's probably better if we stop using this amount of sugar that we're using. But I hope that made any sense. Yes, Blue is saying it a lot better than I am. It's the molecular structures. The body chemistry processes different molecule chains in different ways. And it does have to have the chain to begin with. Which is why processed foods is just not good for your body in general. If you eat butter, your body doesn't store it as fat. It breaks it down and turns into calories or used for something like earwax. Did not see that end coming. Good job, Toby. Yeah, our bodies are designed to burn the natural food we are supposed to eat. We're supposed to move a lot to help burn the food, but it leads sedentary lives now, and our food is full of crap. Perfectly worded too. That's a dangerous saying though, Topi, to say sugar is just calories, because a lot of people just start to stare themselves blind on calories, but the same amount of calories of ice cream and the same amount of calories of egg on a good slice of whole wheat toast, it's not quite the same. Which is, I feel like talking calories is very dangerous. It's just not an ideal way to measure what you're consuming. When you eat natural fats, especially saturated and monosaturated fats from whole foods, your body can use them directly for energy or store them in adipose tissue, which is fats, without major chemical alteration. These fats come in balanced structure, nature already designed. They're usually more stable and less prone to oxidation. The fat cells just store them as is, and they don't cause large blood sugar spikes or insulin surges. Yeah. If you eat a lot of sugar or refined carbs, your body burns what it can immediately, but the extra glucose gets turned into fat in the liver. This process is called the novolipogenesis. The fats made this way often have a different fatty acid profile, more omega 6 6 heavy, omega 6 heavy, sometimes more inflammatory. Excess sugar also drives chronically high insulin, which pushes your body to store more fat and can lead to fatty liver and metabolic issues. Thank you, Chungus. There you go. Calories are calorie correct, but the thing that makes a difference is the quality. Always quality over quantity, right? And I'm assuming, Toby, that you get it, and I'm assuming that most of the people who are contributing to this conversation get it. That, you know, a calorie is a calorie, but it's not always the same. It's just that not everyone takes the time to just process it themselves in their brain, let alone actually think about what they're putting in their bodies, which I can't blame anyone for, because marketing is wild. I had some marketing in school. Wild. I can has banana calorie? Yes, you can. It gives you good poops. I've been told. So you do that. Oh, I would love a banana bread though. See? Banana, healthy. Banana bread, not healthy. But so good. Eat better and get off your lazy ass. Yes, this is why I've been trying to stand a little bit more during stream as well. I try to stand as much as I can, but I feel like it's a little bit better to try and stand while working as well. It's LDR, eat better and get off your lazy ass. Yeah. Consuming large amounts of sugar can also lead to joint and vascular inflammation throughout our bodies. Your what? Your BIL gets really bad flare-ups of this whenever he eats refined sugars. Brother-in-law! I was wondering, why are you saying this person's name in caps, but it's brother-in-law. Okay. I'd love to hear some of your marketing stories if you're ever in the mood for story time. Oh, sure. But it will probably mostly be about the teachers, because the teachers were wilded as well. I am not sensitive to marketing per se. I wasn't before, but after, nah. Don't. Marketing is stupid, okay? Holy Trinity, eat, move, sleep. Yeah, invest in good shoes and in a good bed. The rest will follow. You old kings, gout? Yes. Yeah, I just thought you said Bill. Like, your Bill? Who's that? Can I have one? Marketing is stupid. Yes, Budani, see? Can you do your followage thing, please? Because we were talking about who has the longest followage, but I think it's you. I'm pretty sure it's you. Must be. You have gout! I could give a freaking TED talk about how horrible it is. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chuggas. Are you kidding? I'm assuming you're not. Are you okay? That's no fun. No? Okay. All right. I've passed the 3-hour mark. I feel like that's a good one. Marketing is evil and stupid and does not even take into account dark patterns. Dark patterns! Yeah, 2020. Like, you were the very first. Was that the very first stream? Let me see if I can find that real quick. I can't have crispy chicken skin or a fish skin anymore. Okay. Neither of that. It sounds very... I was terrified, Budani. I was terrified. You can say it. I was terrified. Who are all these people? Where did you come from? Go. Wait, was it actually the very first one? Seriously, that was the very first stream. Ultimate OG. I swear. I mean, I meant to go live. I just didn't expect anyone to show up. I was told no one would show up. I was told no one is going to view. You're new. No one cares. And I told no. I didn't have friends who were interested in it for one. But also, just even if I did, I wasn't. I didn't tell anyone. There were so many people. Um, yeah, that was the first one. The 21st of May. I've got it here. Dark patterns is a type of marketing. You know those loops you get trapped in when you try to unsubscribe for something. Oh no, I hate that. I hate that wisdom. Makes me think of the cookies. During my research, I found a few websites that refuse to let me read their articles about health-related things, unless I accept their cookies. So basically, you're telling me if we're not allowed to sell your data, you can't read up on health issues. So I would rather die. I didn't agree. I went and left and searched for a different website. That is worse than a paywall. I feel like it's so much worse. No, no, no. Propaganda. No, it's okay with Eddie. Yeah, no, I didn't expect anyone to show up. I just wanted to see if it worked. And there you were. My God. You haven't gotten sick of me yet. It's a miracle. I hope we all get gout. Go out under trees. You know what? I might this week. I'm going to do my best. I found you after working myself into the wall last year in December. It was so peaceful here that I never left. Aw, Chungus. With all the chaos that's going on, that says something. Well, I'm glad you found your way here as well. I'm glad that you were here today. And yeah, thank you for being here, everyone. I wasn't my best this week. I'll do better next week, or at least try. I'm gonna try not to think too much about the fish. Read a little bit more about death. And cry. We're gonna shove these cookies down your throat before we teach you how to lose weight. Yeah, Milbrand. I don't know. I don't trust it. That to me just says that you're selling my data. Done. So nah. Not that my data is interesting, but I just don't agree. And oh wait, that's an actual book. Thank you for adding that. Straight up. I didn't know. There's chaos and then there's chaos. Oh boy, do I feel that, Chungus. I'm okay, Milbrand. I'm going to make sure that I feel better. So I'm going to cut the stream short a little bit today. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here. I will be back on Sunday. It's just a regular Sunday, so just chill and hang, and we'll just talk about the rest of the week. Hopefully, I'll have some good news. Might have sad news. There's always chaos news. I'll try to be a little bit active on what is it, Instagram. But until then, take care of yourself. I love you. Drink water, especially now. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye bye.